elders Williams and Green, to all of our deacons, to our deaconesses, to our mothers, Lady Edwards, and everyone in your respective places. We honor you on today. There is a word from the Lord on this Father's Day. I want to thank God for all the fathers who may be on these grounds, all the fathers that may be on live on today. We salute you for all those fathers who are really taking the time to make sure that our families are together. In such a time like this, we need strong fathers. I want to direct your attention to the book of Mark chapter 5. The book of Mark chapter 5, a very interesting story. Mark chapter 5, and I want to hang my hat on verse 22. If you would, Mark chapter 5, beginning with verse 22. The Bible says, "And behold, there cometh one of the rulers of the synagogue, Jairus by name. And when he saw him, he fell at his feet and besought him greatly, saying, My little daughter lieth at the point of death. I pray thee, come and lay thy hands on her, that she may be healed." Watch this. "And she shall live. And Jesus went with him, and much people followed him and thronged him." Now go down to verse 35. Verse 35 of Mark chapter 5. It says, "While he yet spake, there came from the ruler of the synagogue's house certain which says, Thy daughter is dead. Why troublest thou the master any further? As soon as Jesus heard the word that was spoken, he said unto the ruler of the synagogue, Be not afraid, only believe. And he suffered no man to follow him, except or save Peter and James and John, the brother of James. And he cometh to the house of the ruler of the synagogue, and seeth the tumult, and them that wept and wailed greatly. And when he was come in, he said unto them, Why make this ado? Why all of this fuss? Why are you weeping? The damsel is not dead, but sleepeth. And they laughed him to scorn. But when he had put them all out, he taketh the father and the mother of the damsel, and them that were with him, and entered in where the damsel was lying. And he took the damsel by the hand and said unto her, Talitha cumi, which is being interpreted, Damsel, I say unto thee, arise. And straightway the damsel arose and walked, for she was of the age of 12 years. And they were astonished with great astonishment. For a few moments today, I want to speak to you from this thought: the attributes of a godly father. The attributes of a godly father. Today, brothers and sisters, is a special day for many men who are here or tuned in. Today has been set aside to honor fathers. And being a father is one of the greatest joys in life. I pray for children and are thankful for that wonderful opportunity. But as I consider the blessings, I'm also reminded of the responsibilities. God has entrusted us, fathers, with a unique position, along with an expectation to fulfill our obligations to our family. Our text today reveals a man who serves as a role model for fathers. Although times and cultures do change, the responsibilities of fathers never change. The qualities that Jairus possessed ought to be pursued by us on today. It says, Behold, there cometh situation. And he heard about a man, brothers and sisters, named Jesus, who he believed could heal her. But Jesus was no longer accepted by the religious rulers of that day. He was viewed as a blasphemer who claimed to be the Son of God. The Pharisees had desired to get rid of Jesus. He was upsetting their way of religion. And if Jairus went to Jesus, what about those who he worshiped? He would likely lose all of those who he had worked so hard to do things in order to achieve them. Jairus makes a profound decision. Brothers and sisters, he decides to put his family ahead of his own personal achievements. Jairus, brothers and sisters, makes his daughter the priority of his life. Why? Because he's willing to risk it all for Jesus. And men, I want to tell some men here on today, that's a wonderful lesson for us today, because I don't care how much position you have. I don't care how much prestige you have. I don't care about the place of business where you work and all the accomplishments that you may have achieved. You should never let that stuff come at the expense of your family. Oh yes, we need to understand. We need to fulfill our obligations to them. And getting our children in the presence of Jesus will be the great to get up. And I would sleep in my eye, and I didn't feel like going. I would get up, put my clothes on, and we had to beat him to the pickup truck. Y'all ain't saying nothing. And when I beat him to the pickup truck, we would get on the Crosstown Expressway, ride on the other side of Tampa, and go to the New Salem Missionary Baptist Church. And he had me in time, not just for Sunday school. And not only did he drop us there to class in Sunday school, he sat in class himself. So he would know how to teach us and raise us in the proper manner. And I came by to speak to a man here today to let you know that you just can't get this thing on Sunday morning. There are some things you need to do to get in his presence. Every now and then you need to get into some Bible study. Every now and then you need to get under some teaching in Sunday school so you can learn the precepts of God. So not only do I see your father's priority in the text, but number two, I see the father's petition. Jairus makes his way to the crowd of people in search of Jesus. He has decided, Sister Garvin, that he must get to Jesus for his daughter. He has come with a plea of help from Jesus. Imagine the scene, if you would, Sister Jacob, as he's crawling through the scene of people, as he's pushing through the crowd, and up ahead the crowd has broken, and there in the midst of everybody there is Jesus, the one he has come to see. And there's a couple of things that are worth mentioning about his petition here. Number one, I see his humility. His humility. The text says in verse 22 of chapter 5, it says that Jairus fell at his feet. The word fell means to descend from a higher place to a lower place. Here is Jairus. The line, and he's humbled himself before the Lord. And we need fathers who will do that same thing on today. We need brothers to come humbly before the Lord in prayer and in supplication for our children with all the stuff that's going on in the world around us right now. text says in verse 23, it says, it besought him greatly, saying, my daughter, he's my daughter, is lying at the point of death. And I'm urging you and praying you that you need to come and lay your hands on her, that she may be healed and she shall live. Jairus was so confident in Jesus that Jesus could bring healing to his daughter. She was at the point of death, but he knew that Jesus had the power, Lord have mercy, to overcome any problem. Notice the extent of his faith. He said, come to my house. That these three words jump out at me. That she shall live. Oh God. Jairus was aware that this situation was beyond his control. There's nothing he could do, no matter how desperately he tried, to change the situation. For he has learned to trust the Lord for things that he could not provide. And I'm so glad that God likes to work when nothing else can. When we face situations within our families that are beyond our control, and they are many, brothers and sisters, we need to learn how to trust in Jesus. Just look at somebody close to him and just tell them, trust in Jesus. I'm glad that there's hope for those who have faith to believe in faith. We got to honor Jesus with our faith and expect him to do the unexpected. Not only do I see the Father's priority and petition, but I see, yes sir, the Father's persistence, because Jairus had made it to Jesus, but he was not through yet. As they began to make his way through the crowd says, brothers and sisters, that Jairus does not say anything. Jairus does not do anything. But he knew in his mind that time was of the essence. He knew that his daughter may not make it until they arrive. Because in the face of great difficulty, Jairus remained true to his faith. He was persistent in his pursuit of healing for his daughter. He was not about to give up on Jesus. And the text reveals 3 areas that his faith had been tested, but yet he was still persistent. When I look at the text tells me that there was a time of delay. Verse 24, the Bible says, and people went with him, and much people followed him and thronged him. In the verses that I didn't read in this account of the woman of the issue of blood, this woman had come with a great need. But while Jesus was ministering to her, there was a delay of getting to Jairus' daughter. Okay, let me help you. Jesus had just agreed to go to Jairus' house. But in the midst of him going to Jairus' house, there was a woman who had a need that only the Lord could supply. My brothers and my sisters, that's how the Lord is. The Lord has so much power, and he's omnipotent, that he can know that you got an issue and still deal with somebody else's issue at the same time. Oh, my brothers and my sisters, see him now dealing with this woman. This was a certain woman who the Greeks called Bernice and the Romans called Veronica. I thank God he didn't make me a woman, could not deal with one day of going through that particular thing. But this woman in the text went through 12 long years. And the Bible says she thought to herself, if I trying to figure out, Jesus, how could you say somebody touched you with all these people out here? And Jesus said, I know somebody touched me. in the hands of Jesus. And we got to learn this great truth that God doesn't always work when we think he ought to work. There are times when we feel that God has denied or forgotten our request. But can I tell you this, and I want you to remember this. Always remember that a delay does not always mean that it is a denial. Because God works in his time, and he's never too late. That's why the old saint used to have it right. He may not come when you want him to come, but when he comes on time. Not only do I see a time of delay, but I see a time of despair. Because it says right here, while he yet spake, there came from the ruler of the synagogue's house a certain man who says, hey, your daughter is dead. So you don't need to trouble the master any further. And as soon as Jesus heard that word that was spoken, he speaks to the ruler of the synagogue and says, be not afraid, only believe. As Jairus patiently waited on Jesus, he heard some dreadful news. He heard that his daughter had died. He had done the miracle all he could do, and she was now gone. Those who brought the news were saying she was dead, that she had died, and there's no reason to bother Jesus any longer. Oh God. In fact, remain persistent in his faith. In spite of he stays with Jesus, determined that he could still provide what he needed. As he stood there, Jesus said, be not afraid, but only believe. Simply put, Jesus says, keep on believing. There's no limit to the faith and the power of God and what it can do. And we, brothers and sisters, will always face difficult times of despair when it seems like all hope is lost. But when all hope seems to be lost, that is not the time to give up our faith in Jesus. Jesus said in Mark chapter 9, verse 23, if thou canst believe, all things are possible to them that believe it. So not only do I see a time of despair and delay, but brothers and sisters, I see a time of doubt. Because text says when they arrived home, there was a group of mourners who had already gathered at the house. Jesus proclaims that she isn't dead, but she's only asleep. Text blows my mind right here, Deacon Atwater, because when I look at the text tells me in verse 40 that they laughed at Jesus. They began to scorn Jesus. They began to poke fun at what Jesus had said. When I read this next part of the text, it leapt up at me out of the pages of the book, and I began to shout. Because the text says, but when he, Jesus, had put them all out. Okay, y'all gonna catch that in a minute. When Jesus put them all out. The Lord told me to tell somebody here today that when something is about to happen and break forth in your life, you can't have everybody around you. You can't have everybody connected to you. You can't have naysayers around you. So sometimes you got to put some folk out. And is there anybody here today who's ever learned how to put some folk out aside from you so you can see what God has for you? Have you ever learned how to put some folk out of the room of your space so that God can speak directly to you? Sometimes you got to put some folk out of your mind because they got control over your mind. And you can't let nobody have that much control over your mind. You got to let God know that you can trust him when you can't trace him or trail him. I wish I had somebody in here. I wish I had some folk on these grounds who know that every now and then you got to put some folk out. You can't have my joy. You can't have my peace. You can't have my victory. You can't have my anointing. You can't have it because sometimes I got to put you out so I can step right on in. So brothers and sisters, led by faith is not dependent upon the attitude and opinions of others. The world may look at your situation and declare that there's no hope, but you got to keep on trusting Jesus. So as I get out of here, not only do I see the Father's priority, his petition, and his persistence, but lastly, I see his privilege. The Bible says in verse 41 and 42, he walks in the room, takes the damsel by the hand, and says to her, Talitha Kuma, which is interpreted, damsel, or little girl, I say unto you, arise or get up. And straightway the damsel arose and walked, for she was only 12 years old. And they were astonished and looked with great astonishment. As I considered this passage on today, I was mindful of the role that Jairus played in the healing of his daughter. I told you already he's a man of influence before a lot of people in the synagogue. But on this day, he was a man of influence in his own house. Y'all gonna catch that about 3 o'clock. See, his daughter was raised up because of her encounter with Jesus. But Jairus, our children. What a blessing it is to be a positive influence in their lives. We need to do all that we can do to ensure that our children have an encounter with Jesus. Because every child needs to feel the touch of the Master in their life and be raised from a life of sin, born again into the family of God. And there is no greater privilege to see your children come to know Jesus. We need to all understand that we can be for the Lord so that we can see Jesus and they can see Jesus in us and desire what we have. Brothers and sisters, my question to you today is, what will your children remember about you? I'm reminded, my brothers and sisters, about 12 years ago, I was the PE teacher at Lauderhill Middle School in Lauderhill, Florida. And we were getting ready. I was also the boys' basketball coach. We had a Saturday practice. And in my haste of leaving the house, I forgot my keys. I took my son with me. And as we got to the gym, I couldn't find my keys. I had to call and make some phone calls to find out who had a key to get into the gym after school. I called the principal. He didn't have it. I called some other folk, and they didn't have it. But then I remembered there was a custodian that stayed down the street whose name was Luca. And Luca was a Haitian man who really loved the school and would do anything for the children. And he said, hey, Pastor, I'm going to come and I'm going to open the door for you. So he got up out of his bed at 7 o'clock on a Saturday morning. Come down and open the door. Now, before he got there, some of our young men on the basketball team were sitting there talking about, man, we done came out here. Coach ain't got no key. How we gonna get in? How we gonna practice? We got an important game on Monday morning, Monday afternoon. We got an important game. And how we gonna get together? And I remember the words that came out of my son's mouth that almost caused me to pass out. He looked at the boys and said, hey, you don't have to worry because my daddy knows a man with the key that can get us up in here. And all I came by here to tell somebody today is that when you know the man that has the key to the access of your life, you can do anything by the power of God. That's my word for the men today. Have your access together. And when you have access to the throne, whenever you need something from God, he will provide. I'm out of my time. Thank God for yours. Give the Lord a hand clap of praise. Won't you blow your horns in this place? My brothers and sisters, I want to extend an invitation today. I want to send an invitation to you to receive This man that we talked about in the text, this man named Jesus, he's able to give you what you need. He can give you what this world cannot supply. But you got to accept him as your Lord and Savior. Accept him and believe on him and confess it with your mouth. Confession is important because that means that it came from someplace in your heart that you believe that God can raise you from your sin. You can come just as you are. Give your life to the Lord, and he can turn your life around. There may be somebody here today. We offer Christ to you, oh my brother. Not to the church, but come to who? To Christ. We've done as the Lord has commanded, and yet there is still room. Won't you honk your horn if you love Jesus on today? My brothers and my sisters, we thank God for each and one of you, each and every one of you today in your presence on these grounds. We appreciate you and we love you so much that you have given to make sure that we are still operating. We thank God for each and every single one of you, not just for those who are on these grounds, but also for those who are online, those who are giving to this ministry. And we thank God for all of you collectively. Now we ask